Have you ever asked yourself why the rich people keep investing in boring things, assets that gives them 5 to 10% ROI yearly? Do you think you are more wiser than them? So while I was on my trip to Kenya and Zanzibar last year, I met up with the CEO of a $5 billion company, and I asked him one question: what do you do to never worry about money anymore? So he went on to share a few of the things he invested in, and one of the major investments he did was investing in treasury bonds. For this investment, he never jokes with investing around $10 million into treasury bonds, which gives him somewhere around 4 to 8% annually. With that $10 million invested, he gets to make somewhere around $400,000 to $800,000, which is the money he spends to run his life and that of his family. So this way, he never thinks of food, shelter, cars, and any other fees you can actually think about. All of these are sorted with that money he makes from treasury bonds annually. To validate this investment, I saw a video from Kelvin, who is from Shark Tank. I know a lot of you know him from Shark Tank, and I will just go ahead to play the video right now.
You should strive very hard if you're an entrepreneur to have $5 million in T-bills, not in anything else, just T-bills, making 3.82% this morning. You know you've made it and you've safeguarded your family for the rest of your life if you can get $5 million liquid in T-bills. Most people that consider themselves very successful entrepreneurs do not have $5 million liquid in T-bills.
So I know a lot of you watching this video would say, I don't have $5 million or $10 million to invest in treasury bills. Well, you don't need to have that much just to invest in treasury bills. And that is what I'm going to be sharing in this video. So in this video, I'll be talking about 4 ways rich people actually invest their money. And one of the ways I'll talk about later in this video, if you had invested $100 into that particular thing, you would have made over $35,000. So let me start with treasury bond. What exactly is treasury bonds? A bond is essentially a loan you give to a government or corporation. They take your money, use it, and pay you back with interest on a fixed schedule. And this payment is predictable. So let's go ahead and run some numbers right now to see what it will look like if you invested in treasury bond. To do that, I'm going to go to this website called Moniq.money, and this is the homepage of Moniq. So what I want you to do is, over here you will be able to see what you earn from treasury bond, which states 4 to 5% annually. Now if you want to calculate what your return is going to look like, so go to compound. Let's pick an asset. So we are going to start with US treasury bond, which you can see 4.5% is the average amount, and then currency, we are going to do US dollar. So let's say you're starting out with $100, and every month you actually put in, let's say from your salary you get to put in $200, right? In 10 years you'd have invested $24,000, and it will be worth, your total investment will be worth $37,000, right? But some of you are going to be saying, this amount is too small, how will I invest $24,000 and I will just make $37,000? That's because the amount you're investing is small. So if you want more, you basically invest more. And the good thing about this is you have peace of mind. You sleep and then you're not scared that this is going to crash or anything. You're loaning your money to the government, and this is a guaranteed payment you get. So obviously you can sleep with peace of mind and the rest of that. So another thing is, imagine when it's like 20 years, this is what the numbers is going to look like. So I know some of you with small capital, you're like, no, this kind of investment is not for me, but there are other ones here which I'm just going to talk about in this video, which you can actually simulate and see what the result is going to look like. So let's go over to the second thing rich people invest their money into, which is stocks and equities. Stocks are basically small or tiny fractions of a particular company. So when you invest in the stock of a company, if the company is growing, your stock actually grows, and if it is coming down, then your stock goes down. Now this is relatively unpredictable, but there is a predictable one which a lot of persons does, which is known as S&P 500. So S&P 500 is a basket of top 500 companies in the United States of America. So it's kind of like you're tracking the average price of the top 500 companies stocks in the United States. And for S&P 500, based on calculation, it has always given an annual return of 10%. So it's either you're investing in S&P 500 or you're investing in individual stocks like Tesla stocks, Apple, Microsoft, Oracle, and many other ones. Now, these are the ones in the United States of America. They are the ones in Nigeria, which has also done greatly in the last 1 year. The likes of MTN and many other ones have done really well. So I have another video about stocks which is coming very soon. So you need to stay tuned to that video if you want to learn more about stocks. But let's run some of the numbers here to see what the result is going to look like. So if you are investing in S&P 500, so I'm going to use the compound calculator here, and then you're investing, let's say you put in $1,000 the very first month, and then every month you're doing $200. In the next 10 years, this is what your money is going to be worth. So you would have invested $25,000 and it will be worth $44,000. And you can see that the return is higher than when you're investing in treasury bond. But there's another thing you can actually do right here, which is to go to stocks DCA. And I'm going to show you what the result looks like if you invested in individual stocks. So let's pick any stock here of our choice. I'm going to do Nvidia. So let's say you want to invest $100 monthly into Nvidia. In the last 5 years, this is what your money would have been worth. So in total, you would have invested a total of $6,100. But your money is now worth $35,000. And if I take this to the last 10 years, what you can see is you'd have invested a total of $12,000, but your money is now worth $383,000. So you can see just by investing in Nvidia in the last 10 years. And you might be asking, how is this number correct? Well, when you scroll down here, you would see the investment breakdown. So this was the price of Nvidia back in 2016. The price was $0.89, and in May, if you have invested in next month, it would have been $0.88. You're buying $100 worth of this token, and this is what you are going to be getting. And you can see the breakdown down to the current price of Nvidia. So this basically calculated everything based on the current, based on the prices of the share as at that point. So this number is basically correct. So you can use this to simulate the numbers and see what the result looked like if you had invested in a particular stock. There are a lot of stocks here. You can see a list of them here. So you can use that to simulate what the result is going to look like if you had invested in any of these stocks in the last 10 years. So this is not just the S&P 500. The next one rich people invest their money into is real estate. You guys, it is something that is well talked about, but I think investing in real estate, you have to be very, very strategic, because right now there is a problem with the fact that some persons overprice this real estate and then you get to buy it. And when you buy it, when you want to sell it your own turn, you can't even sell it the amount you invested into it. Especially even when you stay for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, you don't get to sell it up to that amount. So there is actually a skill that comes with investing in real estate, which for me, I do not have that skill yet. I'm still learning from so many persons, and that's why I can't do so much talking about real estate. The final one in this video is called private equity. So this is more like investing in businesses, same as stocks, but for stocks it's more like you're investing when they go public. Now private equity is when they are still private, like not every person have access to it, only few investors could basically invest in it. Now this is one way a lot of investors make huge amount of money investing in private equities, like companies that are just getting started, or maybe they are currently in their Series A, Series B, Series C, and the rest of that. Now this is actually higher risk because there are chances that most of the investment you make, especially those ones that are in their seed stage or pre-seed stage, there are chances that they will likely go to zero. Honestly, if you get it right investing in any of this business is early, I think you're going to make tremendous amount of money. And the good thing about investing in private equity or businesses is you don't get to manage this business on your own. There are people that are already doing that. They have the CEO, they have the founders, and many more. Maybe you could be a board member in that company or something, but you don't get to put in a lot of work. You can basically sleep and watch the other people do the work because you have invested in them. Although I wouldn't tell you to just go and sleep just because you invested. You should actually check out for investment very well. Make sure you get a monthly breakdown of what the business you invested in are doing. There's a lot to that which I can't talk about in this video. So these are basically 4 things which rich people invest their money into. Now one thing I want you to take notice of is rich people like to invest in things that are predictable, not things that are unpredictable. You can see I didn't mention crypto here because crypto goes up and comes down. Even though I've been in crypto and I'm pro crypto, these other assets here are way better than crypto, and not because of the return, because crypto obviously gives more return. Like, you could buy a coin and then it does crazy numbers, but there is no guarantee. You don't have peace of mind, especially when you're investing for short term. So these ones here, there is a guarantee. Not all of them anyways, but especially like treasury bills and a few other ones, there's guarantee that you can sleep with peace of mind and without your investment going to zero or crashing. So if you want to build wealth, I would advise you to invest in predictable things so that you can have your time to do other things instead of thinking about investing in one particular coin or one particular risky penny stock or something. And the final thing I want to talk about is, some of you think you need to have a lot of money before you can invest. You can see I was able to simulate some numbers, and investing a little as $100 back in 2016 into Nvidia, you can see what it was actually worth. And there are so many assets that are going to replicate similar numbers like this. The only thing is, you have to learn how to do your research and get into them very early. So if you want to learn that properly, then make sure to like this video right now, subscribe to this channel. Those videos are going to be coming very soon on this channel. We are here to help you stay updated with everything that has to do with finance and help you make better decisions. And if you want to try out the website is called Moniq.money. I'm going to leave a link to that in the description. Use that to sign up right away. And let me know if you have any concern or question. I would be in the comment section to address your question. And if I think you deserve to make a video, then I'm going to go ahead to make a video about it. So go to the comment section and write out your concern and let me know what you want in this video. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next video.